Hey, Swindle Syndicate, and today I have a Quad BROAB. I think it's pretty impressive. We drop a Quad BROAB. I think this is on Dome, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And we were playing as a clan, and we ended up dropping this on some noobs. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. The commentary for today is about anger or rage in the case of video games. I got this topic because just today after church, actually, this was what we were talking about in church. So the pastor was talking about how anger can get the best of you and ruin relationships and stuff. And then immediately I started relating it to video games and, of course, the ever so present rage. Now, I don't know if you know this, but it's been proven that women get angry at people and men get angry at things. Now, this is situational. Like, of course, guys can still get angry at people and women can get angry at things, but this is just an average, per se. So typically a man will get angry at a thing before a person, and typically a woman will get angry at a person before a thing. And I'm just taking a guess here, and I'm going to say 90% of the gaming community, is male. So it's very easy for us to get indulged in rage and get mad at our PlayStation or the camper on the other side of the internet. But I have a few things here that can help with rage and can kind of diffuse rage, because I do believe that rage affects how you play. Because I've had games where I'll do really well and then no one leaves the lobby, so it's all the same people. But then the next game, since I did really well, people play a little more campy or tactical or whatever they want to call it, and I get upset because I'm not doing as well as I did last time. And because of this anger that's building up, I tend to do worse, because when you're angry, there are hormones released in your brain. I don't know exactly which ones, I'm not a doctor, but I do know that there are, and I believe that it does affect your motor control and concentration. And today, this morning, my pastor said that you lose your ability to think logically when you're angry. That's why when you're in an argument with your mom or your dad, you tend to say things that aren't true. Like if I'm in an argument and my mom says, "Oh, you're grounded for a week," or whatever, right? I might say, "Oh, I hate you," but I don't really hate her. It's just I'm not thinking logically, and I'm kind of in the wrong mindset to be saying something like that because of this anger. So I have a few things that can help you diffuse rage so that you can possibly perform better. I'm not guaranteeing. Jesus Christ, I need to work on my enunciation. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Fuck! Okay, let's redo this. I am not guaranteeing anything, nor am I guaranteeing results, but I do believe this can help in most situations diffuse rage and help you concentrate on the game, hence possibly doing better in the game, since you have that concentration and you're in the right mindset to do well. So first step is to admit your anger. It's okay to be angry, it just matters how you deal with it. So if you're angry that you die because of some camper and you start throwing your controller around and screaming, that's not going to help the situation. You're not going to get better by doing that. So what you should be doing in this situation is evaluating the situation you put yourself in. Don't point the blame at other people. Look at what you did wrong and improve on that, because you can't change what other people do. If he chooses to sit in the corner, he's going to choose to sit in the corner, and guess what? He's going to sit in that corner. So what you have to do is you have to be adaptable. You have to be able to adapt to every play style and not get upset at it so that you can stay concentrated. Look at yourself, watch the kill cam if you need to, but look at what you did wrong. So if you came around that corner and you weren't careful enough or you didn't check that spot, then that may have been an issue with your own tactics or just logical thinking. You may have not thought to check there, but now, since you've seen somebody sit there, you now know it may be a spot that people like to sit in. So next time, you'll be aware. And I know it may be frustrating, You know, you might have been one off a kill streak or really close to specialist or something like that. But it's not gonna change. You can't go back in time. What you can change though is the future, and you change that by looking at what you did wrong now. Now the second step is to deal with your anger or rage now. So don't let it build up, because the more it builds up, the worse it's gonna get. You hold that in for too long and you'll come out exploding like C4. It's insane. I've held in anger before and it doesn't end up pretty. So what you need to do is vent. Talk with friends, just say, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Just vent it out, because if you let that build up, it'll take control of you later and it'll have a much stronger effect on you since you've let it sit there, simmer, and it's kind of built itself up into this giant exploding IED. It's a mess. So the third thing you can do to prevent rage, or to at least dilute it, is to control your anger. You don't want it to control you, because if you let that happen, that's when you lose focus, start playing like a total retard, and then end up with a worse score. So what you need to do is you need to be able to control this. And this is not something you're going to pick up just after listening to me talk about it for 8 minutes. This is something you need to exercise. It's like a muscle. You can't just go out to the gym after never working out and say, hey, I'm going to bench press 300 pounds. It doesn't work like that. Same goes for commentating. I didn't just go and watch one of Alier's videos and then become some amazing commentator. Commentator? Yeah, that's a word. Okay. I have to practice. I'm nowhere near being a great commentator. You can tell by this past commentary. I've actually had to do a lot of editing and redos because I've either clogged up or just had nothing to say. But the more you exercise that, the better you get. So you need to be out in lobbies or whatever you call them in whatever game you play, because this can apply to multiple games, not just Call of Duty. Go into the community. When you're about to get angry, follow these 3 simple steps, and I will recap them for you. Admit your anger, because it's okay to be angry, it just matters how you deal with it. Step 2 is to deal with it now, don't let it build up. And step 3 is control it, don't let it control you. If you guys still need more proof, just tell me in the comment section below. I have this idea where I will play one game where after every time I die, I will rage. And yes, you will get to hear me rage. It will be a live commentary. 2 back-to-back games that I'll put. So the one game I rage after every kill, and then the second game I don't rage at all. I use these 3 steps to prevent the rage, and we'll compare scores at the end of it. I'll try and keep it as fair as I can and make sure that the players aren't uneven, just to provide the most accurate results. But if you really need that extra proof, just let me know down in the comment section. I'll be willing to. Otherwise, you can test this out for yourself. It takes no obligation. Just go out, play video games, but just keep this in the back of your mind. You might end up doing better, and if so, you can thank me. I don't expect a thank you, but if it does help, leave that in the comment section below. I'd be happy to hear so. Until next time, guys, peace out.
Them hammerheads, I'm swimming with them sharks, and they ain't getting fed. Shout out to no one, you idiots. I did this by my fucking self. All caps, no rap, all trap. DIY till I DIE, no bullshit. I bust tracks, so bust up. That's that shit I'm all for. I'm all in, feel awesome. So bang bang, we matched up. I'm a 2-tone rebel with my hand up to the sky. Got a 40 in my hand, I pour some out for those who died. Gray suit pants, never on fire. If I said it, then I meant it, and I might just start a riot. I'm a 2-tone rebel with my hand up to the sky. Got a 40 in my hand, I pour some out for those who died. Gray suit pants, never on fire. If I said it, then I meant it, and I might just start a riot. Yeah, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling running, I could kill a wolf dead. 300, put me in that fucking wolf den. 2 minutes, come out with that fucking wolf head. And I ain't even tripping, you should hear just what that wolf said. Liam Neeson when it comes to getting great. Fuck a formula, I signed the fucking pair. Took a breath and now I'm back and yeah, I stayed dope. Never fall again, never tripping off a pace. Sick of running on E, sick of running on empty. I fill my cup, it's never luck when you can put in the work. Bring the preacher to preach. Shit, I listen to stories, I find myself in different worlds. But when I come back to earth, I'm a two-tone rebel with my hand up to the sky. Got a 40 in my hand, I pour some out for those who die.